The Panthers face a massive risk if they stay stuck at pick 19 during this upcoming draft. If we don't move, we could miss out on the playmakers needed to protect our season. As a Panthers insider, I see the urgency because one bad pick could lead to another losing year. We need more talent, not just one lucky star. If Dan Morgan fails to navigate this board, the roster will remain thin and fragile. You need to stay informed on every move we make right now. Please subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an update today now. KC Conception is at the center of a plan that could change everything for our team this year. Right now, there is a very big rumor about a trade with the Buffalo Bills that makes a lot of sense for us. The idea is simple. We move down a few spots in the first round to gain a much better pick in the second round. This matters because we need more than just one good player to help us win games. By moving from pick 19 down to pick 23, we actually gain a lot of value. We would get pick 54 in exchange for our later third-round pick. This means we would have 3 picks in the top 55 of the draft. Having 3 early picks is much better than having only 2. It gives us more chances to find a star who can play right away. The draft is like a lottery, and we want as many tickets as possible. KC Conception is a name you should remember because he is a dynamic wide receiver who can catch the ball and run fast. If we trade down to 23, we can still get a player like him while also getting an extra high pick for the next day. This is the kind of smart move that successful teams make. We don't want to reach for a player at 19 if we can get the same talent at 23. Dan Morgan knows that building a roster takes many good players, not just one big name. If we stay at 19, we might feel forced to pick someone who isn't quite worth it. But if we trade back, the pressure goes away. We can let the draft come to us and take the best player available. This strategy helps us build a stronger team for the long run. It is a very simple concept that works well in the NFL. We want to stockpile talent and give our young quarterback more weapons to work with. This trade would give us exactly that opportunity. It turns a difficult choice into an easy win for our front office. We are looking for guys who can make an immediate impact on Sundays. By getting 3 players in the top 55, we are much more likely to find starters. This is why everyone is talking about this potential deal with Buffalo right now, because it solves so many problems at once and gives clarity. Omar Cooper Jr. is another exciting name that fits perfectly into this trade-down scenario for the Carolina Panthers. When we look at this young wide receiver, we see a player who knows how to get open and make tough catches. He is the kind of athlete who can turn a short pass into a long gain very quickly. In our offense, we need someone who can be reliable on third down and keep the chains moving. This young playmaker has shown he can handle the pressure of big games and perform when it matters most. He is a strong and fast prospect who would give our team a different dimension on the outside. If we end up making that trade with Buffalo, we might have a choice between several great receivers. Omar Cooper Jr. stands out because of his physical style of play and his ability to fight for the ball in the air. He isn't just a fast runner. He is a football player who understands the game. This young man fits the blue-collar identity that Dan Morgan wants to build here in Carolina. We want players who are tough and willing to do the dirty work to help the team win. He is exactly that kind of guy. When you watch him play, you see a competitor who never gives up on a route. This is the type of energy we need in our locker room right now. Adding a talent like this would make our offense much harder to defend for other teams. It gives our coaching staff more options to call plays and find mismatches on the field. This young receiver is also a great fit because he can contribute in different ways. He can play in the slot or on the outside, which is very valuable in the modern NFL. We need versatility and speed to keep up with the best teams in our division. If we can land a player like him while also gaining extra picks, our draft becomes a huge success. It is all about finding the right pieces to complete the puzzle. This young prospect is a piece that makes our team much better immediately. We are looking for guys who can grow with our quarterback and build chemistry over many years. He has the potential to be a long-term starter for us and a fan favorite in the stadium very soon. This trade matters because it is the difference between winning and losing next season. If we don't get this right, we will continue to struggle at the bottom of the standings. We need to realize that our roster is not deep enough yet. We saw last year how injuries can ruin a season if you don't have good backups. By getting more high draft picks, we are protecting ourselves from that kind of failure. This move would help us win more games because it puts more talent on the field. It is a very direct connection between draft strategy and winning on Sundays. If we have 3 starters coming out of the first 2 rounds, our team gets much stronger. This isn't just about the future. It is about making an impact right now. Our fans have waited a long time to see a winning product again. We need to take steps that guarantee we are moving in the right direction. Trading down allows us to fill more holes on our team without losing quality. It is a simple way to get better without taking huge risks. If we just stay where we are, we might miss out on the chance to build a complete team. We don't want to be a team that relies on only 1 or 2 stars to win. We want to be a team that has good players at every position. This trade helps us achieve that goal by giving us more chances to find those players. It is about building a foundation that can last for a long time. Every pick we get in the top 55 is a player who should be able to help us win games. When you have more of those players, you win more often. It is that simple. We want to avoid the mistakes of the past where we gave up too much for too little. This time, we are the ones getting the better deal. We are the ones who are being smart with our assets. This will lead to more points on the scoreboard and more wins in the standings. Our goal is to compete for the division title every year. Moves like this are what make that possible. We need to be aggressive but also smart about how we use our picks for the team. Let's look at the best-case scenario for our team. If this trade works, we end up with 3 incredible young players who start right away. We get a dynamic receiver like Casey Conception and 2 other top talents to fix our defense or offensive line. This would mean our team takes a huge leap forward in just 1 weekend. We would have more speed, more strength, and more depth than we have had in years. The fans would be excited, and the energy around the team would be amazing. We could actually dream about winning the division again very soon. But if this fails, the consequences are very scary. If we trade back and the players we wanted are gone, we might end up with nothing. We could waste our picks on players who never see the field. That would leave our roster thin and our quarterback without help. If we don't get this draft right, we could be looking at another long, painful season of losing. That is the pressure that Dan Morgan is under right now. He has to make the right call at the right time. The tension in the draft room will be very high when Buffalo calls with that offer. Do we take the sure thing at 19, or do we gamble for more picks? It is a high-stakes game that determines the future of our franchise. If we choose correctly, we are heroes. If we choose poorly, we are back at the start of a rebuild. This is why the draft is so exciting and so nervous at the same time. We are talking about the lives and careers of these players and the fate of our team. We want to believe that our leadership knows what they are doing. We want to see a plan that makes sense and yields results. Every second that ticks off the clock is more pressure on the front office. The decision they make will be talked about for years to come. Will they be bold and trade, or will they play it safe? The risk of staying the same is just as big as the risk of making a move. We cannot afford to stay stuck in the same place. We need to move forward with confidence and a clear vision for success every day. The choice for the Carolina Panthers is very clear but also very difficult. We have a chance to turn 1 first-round pick into 3 high-quality players who can change our future. Trading down with the Buffalo Bills seems like the smartest move we could possibly make right now. It gives us more talent and more chances to fix our roster. But we have to be honest with ourselves. There is always a risk when you move away from a top 20 pick. Would you trust this team to find 3 stars? Or would you rather they just pick 1 great player at 19? It is a tough question that every fan is thinking about right now. We want what is best for the team, and sometimes that means being patient. I want to hear what you think about this potential trade. Do you like the idea of getting more picks, or should we stay put? Please leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you can stay updated on all the latest Panthers news always.